Breaking news! Travis Heinze has won his appeal. The Court of Appeal has ruled that the defendant's previous conviction and sentence were not done properly and must be thrown out. The defendant will get a new trial, and the court must make sure that the defendant has the right to represent them.
Asking ChatGPT what this means. Please read the following text. I will copy and paste the ruling here right now.
The text describes a legal case in which the defendant's conviction and sentence were vacated because of a violation of the defendant's constitutional right to be represented by counsel. The Supreme Court has ruled that an indicted defendant in Louisiana has the right to appointed counsel in any misdemeanor case that is punishable by a term of imprisonment. The trial court failed to determine if the defendant intelligently and knowingly waived his right to counsel, which is required before a defendant may waive their right. The trial court also failed to provide adequate advice on the dangers and disadvantages of self-representation. The record does not show that the defendant had sufficient funds to hire a private attorney or made a conscious decision to waive his right to counsel. The trial court used its discretion by proceeding without first finding a valid waiver of the defendant's right to counsel, which led to the defendant's constitutional right being violated. The defendant is granted a new trial and the matter is remanded for further proceedings.
What will happen now?
The text states that the matter is remanded for further proceedings consistent with this ruling. This means that the case will be sent back to the trial court for further proceedings. The defendant will now receive a new trial and the trial court must ensure that it follows the guidelines set forth in the ruling, which include determining if the defendant intelligently and knowingly waived his right to counsel before proceeding.
Will it be seen before a new judge?
The text does not state whether the case will be seen by a new judge or if it will be heard by the same judge who presided over the previous trial. It is possible that the case could be assigned to a different judge, but that would depend on the specific rules and procedures followed in the Louisiana court system.
Doesn't seem fair if it's the same judge who already did wrong.
It is not uncommon for a case to be heard by the same judge who presided over a previous trial, even if there were errors or violations of the defendant's rights in the previous trial. However, if the defendant or their counsel believes that the same judge would not be impartial or would not follow the guidelines set forth in the ruling, they may be able to request that the case be assigned to a different judge. The specific rules and procedures for requesting a change of judge can vary depending on the jurisdiction, so it would be best to consult with the local attorney for more information.
Thank you. I hope he doesn't get screwed over again.
You're welcome. It is important that all defendants receive a fair trial and have their constitutional rights respected. The granting of a new trial in this case indicates that the court recognizes that the defendant's rights were violated and is taking steps to ensure that the defendant has the opportunity for a fair trial. However, the outcome of the new trial cannot be predicted, and it is always best to seek the advice of a competent attorney if you have concerns about the proceedings. If the defendant in this case did indeed spend 30 days in jail due to a mistake made by the judge, then it is a serious matter and the ruling from the appeals court was an appropriate remedy. The appeals court recognized that the defendant's constitutional right to counsel was violated and ordered a new trial to ensure that the defendant's rights are protected. Spending 30 days in jail due to a judicial error is a clear violation of the defendant's rights and may also provide grounds for additional legal action such as a civil rights lawsuit or a petition for compensation from the state.
Thanks for watching. Travis, I hope you get a fair trial this time, and then win millions in a lawsuit.